Hello, how you doing? Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Just adjust my light. Interesting one here. I've got a lady who, one of my Avengers, Bob, managed to get a phone number of a lady who's got a US phone number and photos that we can't find anywhere on the internet. And after corresponding with her for a wee while, she's decided to tell me she only promotes one opportunity of a lifetime. And guess what? She wants to help me. So I've been talking to her for a wee while. And when I say a wee while, just a couple of hours at the most. And she's agreed to actually have a phone call with me. So I'm going to try do that while we're doing a live, because it's always more exciting for my viewers. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't even know if my audio will be up to speed for it. But I've done a wee bit of testing. I've been distracted a little bit along the way. So it could turn into a bit of a popcorn meeting. But the first thing, what I want to do is introduce you to this person I've been chatting to. Now, ironically, I can't even read their name. That's nothing abnormal for me, but I want to see if I can get it pronounced correctly, and then at least I can pretend I know what that name is.
Anastasia Sarah.
Anastasia, what a name. That's got a laugh. So this is Anastasia, and this photo is the only photo that we could find of her online. I did find some other Anastasias, whatever, that looked familiar. They have given us, I've searched for their phone number. I can't find it anywhere. I've searched for their name anywhere, and I can't find them on social media. And also, when I search for the name of the opportunity, which is called Gains Online,
Gains in line.
you can only really find their website. Now, the one thing I did forget to do before I went, they have a company registration theoretically, but I did a bit of a search on that, and it tells me that the company registration, or the PDF that they actually have, doesn't actually exist. Going by, in the UK, a lot of the times you have to look up these company names, and I haven't linked that through. So also their trust score is terrible. The location of their business is actually look like a residential address. So there's not really much going for it. And if you search for the domain name, which is a really good idea, you often find people who are promoting it. If you put things in speech marks like this, then it will search for that phrase altogether. And as you can see, the only real search, the thing is, I can find them in the Scamifiers and also the company lookup thing I just did, and also WikFX, whatever that is. So there's not much to go on. So everything about this is a scam. I don't need to sit here and research this until the cows come home. It's pretty straightforward. But unlike other ones, this time what I've done is I've actually created an account in the back end. And honestly, I had this Australian guy, Crane, I've forgotten his name. He put in $33,600 into one of these opportunities. And he was working with somebody from Myanmar, probably in a human trafficking compound, just like I'm chatting to now. And they said that, have you ever wondered how I maintain my lifestyle? They've been chatting to him for about 3 or 4 months. And the truth of the matter was that she befriended him, she fattened him up, they call it pig butchering, and then they skin every bit of meat off the bones. And that's why they call it pig butchering. If you haven't heard that expression before, I don't know where you've been, maybe you're new to my channel, and this would be a good opportunity, if you are new to my channel, is to make sure that you do subscribe. So I've even got a button here that will pop up, and you can click on that, hit that bell. If you do hit the bell, when I go live, you'll get notified, and we can have a dandy time online. Every time you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, though, I like to give something back. So I've got Sadie, who cleans screens free of charge. Well, and she does a really good job. She's been working on with me for quite a few months now. Anyway, that's the sort of that's how you can help me, is just by subscribing to my YouTube channel and share these on social media if you can. So we've gone into the back end. We're talking about Mr. Crane. I'll call him. I can't remember his first name now, but he was an Australian guy. The lady chatted to him. She's 25. She was absolutely gorgeous. They connected really well. And then she said to him, have you ever wondered how I maintain my lifestyle? She said she does, trading, as they always do. And she was about to invest in another opportunity that was $60,000, and they would get 20% return within a short period of time. So he decided to sell his car, sell a lot of stuff around the home, borrow some money from his mum, who was older than him, who's about my age. So I can only imagine. And then when they got up to the $60,000, she put 30 in, he put 30 in. She gave him a platform which looks very much like what you're looking at here, and they can look at the money together. And that was the last that he saw of his money, unfortunately. "G'day, Susie. Nice to see you here." So, as I said, she put in half. And when they got to $60,000, you know what happened? She said, "Oh, that opportunity, we missed out. We took too long to get the money together." However, there's another opportunity around the corner. This one's $65,000. So she encouraged him to find another $2,500, but he didn't. He found me instead, and then I helped find all the photos of this model, and it was just a normal one that you'd get from what they call a romance scam. So in this particular case, I have gone through and we've done a search for this lady. She does not exist anywhere. So if you're better than me, go for it. But we also have another wee advantage, and that is that we can ring her. And we can go here. Oh, I hate when I do that. That one there. That's what I wanted. Stop broadcasting. No, I don't want to do that. Hit that one there. Great. So these are the photos that I see. So on the screen right now, I'm just going to make that a bit bigger, which I thought I had myself all sussed before I got going, but obviously not. I'll make it as big as I can so you can see all the action. So this is I can't even pronounce it. Anesthesia, whatever her name is. Let's just call her Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah. So in here, you've got these photos. She doesn't quite look the same there as she did in the other ones, but we can go through here and we can look at her profile. We can see her learning how to trade in a room with people, which gives me total peace of mind. And look, there's piles of money. So it just gets better and better and better. And these are actually her real fingers. What the hell? Oh, hold it. What's happening here? Where's that music coming from, Danny? Okay, that music must have been coming from me. There is something else happening right now, which I'm not going to play, but I'm just going to flip screens. We've actually got a live broadcast going at the moment with Megan and Regan, and they are claiming that if you invest $25 with them, you're going to make $442,860 a month. But yeah, so I don't want to get distracted with that, but that's what I thought the music's come back in. So what I'm saying is we're looking at this music. Oh, there we go here. So here she is in the office, and this is meant to give me some sort of, you know, here she is in front of a nice-ish car, not really. Maybe, oh, a Mercedes, driving the Mercedes. And, and if I haven't actually gone through, I should have done, I should have reverse imaged, look, all these pictures that you're seeing here, because this is meant to give me, a middle-aged man, total peace of mind that this lady from America with the American phone number is the real deal. Right, so I don't know where to begin. So we've got this blog, we've got this company, and I've wrote a whole extensive blog about it. And I've just done it because I know people like Stuart Crane, now I've remembered his name. He actually fell for this. And he lost $33,000 of not just his money, but his mum's money. He sold his car. He lived in the outbacks of Australia, and it would have been devastating to him. And he said, I'll just put it down to stupidity. And he said his mates tried to warn him and everything like that, but he didn't want to listen. So maybe you are one of those people. Maybe you have met a lady who's half your age, who's absolutely lovely, who had no friends, and she just wanted to communicate with you, and you missed the opportunity. So I'm going to ring up. I've got to get her name right. I'm going to ring up this lady here, and we're just going to have a wee listen to see what she says.
Anastasia Sarah.
Anastasia. So let's ring her up and see how we get on, and we'll hopefully get something good out of this. Anastasia. Anastasia. Hello. Now, no doubt, I bet you won't answer first time, but normally when you ring these numbers, you don't get an opportunity to talk to them. Normally it just goes to a funny thing. So this is quite good, but I'm assuming she won't answer, and then she'll ring me back and it will be all rigged. And that's what I'm hoping. So I'm glad we did that at the start, but I'll wait until we get anything back before I hang up on her. All right. So it doesn't look like she's going to answer, but I'm sure if I stop now, I will get now all the correspondence that you see that's on my screen here. What I've actually done, if you go to the blog, I'm going to just turn that phone off for a second. If you go to the blog, you can actually see the correspondence that I've had with her, and how they string you along. And I've got better things to do with my time, and I'm pretty savvy on how this all works. So I'm literally, um, I'm literally just doing this in a hurry. Now, if I don't hear from Anastasia, Sarah, whatever a great name that is, Anastasia, whatever her name is, Sarah, before the end of this blog, I'm literally going to send her the link to this blog and see what reaction we get. And I'm pretty sure we'll get removed. But in the meantime, I want you to bear with me. So this is the lady in question. I'm going to get rid of this one. This is not important. That's ChatGPT. Obviously, we've searched for her phone number. So the first thing I'm going to do when somebody contacts me, I'm going to search for their phone number. And just out of luck, normally we find their phone numbers. Now, as I said, you put that in speech marks. If I'm local and my phone number is 021 961 652, right? And I search. Now, you can see that I actually have some of my phone numbers comes up in search results, and you can find all the different times I've accidentally used my phone number on the internet. So that there is a good way of finding people. Now that will help me find that phone number locally, but if I'm advertising to an international market and I use the international version of my phone number, you'll actually get different results, and you'll see that my phone number's been entered in. So if you were trying to find this you could search for somebody's phone number. It's a great way of just giving yourself some peace of mind. And look, you can even find my digital business card online where I advertise all my details. So that's not a biggie. The next one, as I said, we tried searching for her name, and then we clicked on images. Did we? No, we didn't. Yes, we did. We'll click on images. And now we've gone through and we've searched for everywhere. Now, in today's world, hiding your name and at least everyone will have one image of themselves online. Now, in Stuart Crane's situation, when I searched for his lady and her Gucci handbags, I found 100 different profiles, give or take, of the lady shopping for Gucci handbags. So it wasn't really that hard to find that this person that he fell in love with and chatting to intimately for the last 4 months, you know what I'm getting at, did have multiple photos and multiple Facebook, what do they call it, profiles. So then that sort of broke down his trust. He realized he's talking to a scammer, probably some guy that's been tortured in some human trafficking combat. It's very sad. And I get it. People get fooled, but these are professionals and they get scripted on what to say and everything. The second thing I did is I just searched for the name Gas Gains online. And I found a similar company, but no connection. ChatGPT actually told me it was the same company, and I had to say, it's not the same company, ChatGPT. It's a different company because I can see that it's not the same company. So we had an argument there with ChatGPT, first one. But anyway, what I'm getting at, there's nothing in here going by the name. So I'm just going to shut down these as much as we can. The license. Now, I do want to find this license because I thought it was interesting. So other telltale signs, you can look at the website here, and you can contact them via phone, but there's no phone number entered, so they haven't even finished off their website. I reset my password, but I use their email address to try to reset their password, and it come up not found. Now, any administrator that sets up a website would probably have an account set up under the email that's displayed on the website. So all these things you can do. When you click on here, I'm pretty sure royalty-free websites. Now, if I search for phrases, now this is the thing that just blows it away straight away, is these plans, they're telling you that you're going to get 10% return on your money within 16 days, I think it was. There it is there. So if I put up to a minimum of $50,000, they're going to give me 20% if I refer somebody into it. And within 16 days, I think ChatGPT brought it up and said that it was going to make it's just stupid money. I think you make unlimited, maximum deposit unlimited. I don't know how that works, but maybe you get the other one, 14 days referral. So this is all referral-based stuff. There's even no claims on how much you're going to make on this particular one. But anyway, yes, we can. 5% return on your investment, and it says 8 days. 7.5% return on investment, and that one there was 10%. There we go. I could see it for looking now. And also they put these nice little graphs on here to make it feel like they look like they're trading. And they just all mean nothing. So, but in here somewhere there was proof that they were a registered company. And I think it was here. Here it is here. So this is all the proof you need, ladies and gentlemen. You can actually click on a link. You can go to a broker check report. And just because these companies register as a company does not mean it's not running a scam, because you don't actually need to do anything. Clever. But we can look at this here, and we can go through all this paperwork here, which I'm actually quite curious now onto who this. I haven't actually seen this part of the document, so maybe I could chuck that into my lovely chat room here, and maybe Susie could have a quick wee look at that because she's better at that stuff than me. But this is the broker check report. And as I have been talking to so many people lately, a lot of the times is they submit something to these companies for a report, and then they come back and say, you fail miserably, you need to fix this, 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 and this. And they never fix this, 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 and this. But then they use that report to give you some sort of credibility. And I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm just saying I've seen every trick under the book. A lot of these documents, people who invest just don't even look at them. So they just take it for granted. But the one that I did want to take a look at was their company registration. And that's the one. Oops, that's not even it. So let's see if we go back here. And we go here, I'm going to first of all just cut that out. So I've got a copy of it, and then I want to go get that company number. Oh, that's not letting me do it. So that company number is going to be a pain in the ass. Company number, certificate of corporation. So what I could do, just to waste some more of your precious time, let's just see. I actually need to open up a wee window so I can click on what Susie's saying in the chat room there. 1 minute, please, caller. We do everything live. It's a lot more easier for doing things live. That means I don't have to edit videos for 300 years afterwards. I'll open up that. Let's just see. I actually need to open up a wee window so I can get rid of me there. And we are going to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to copy that company registration into here. Can you find me this company's actual company registration? I believe this document is fake. Okay, so now I've just turned that in there, and Susie has come back and said something intelligent, no doubt. Lack of empathy. They struggle to understand and care about others' feelings. What have we got here? Gaslighting. Let's have a listen to some of these words.
2. Self-centeredness. They make everything about them, even when you're hurting.
Don't know what you're referring to there. Lack of empathy. They struggle to understand and care about others. But I was still mining for 140 years. Where'd you get all these numbers from? Oh, I see. NAR statistics. Rightio. So now I get it. So we're talking about NAR statistic people. I don't actually quite get where that's going. But what I have done is I've uploaded this company certificate, and then I've asked ChatGPT to have a look at it.
After reviewing the available information, it appears that gainsonline.org is not a registered company in the United Kingdom. The UK Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, has issued a warning about a...
Yeah, so it keeps going back to this other company that's not associated, well, it could be associated. But let's have a look at Games Online. And I just wanted to just prove that this is not Gains Crypto Limited. Oh, well, there you go. So where's that? Registered office. Filing. So is it the same house? Adopted. People. Keith. Appointed on. More. So as we go on in this crusade of fighting scams, we get more and more companies trying to gain legitimacy, dissolved via strike-off. So this actually looks like a company. I don't even know if it's the same company because it's called Gains Crypto, and this is Games Online. So it doesn't even look like. But now we're checking that company number, and we're going to have a look. And the company number is completely different. So totally ignore what's on my screen at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting more savvy at this. But I am actually going to go to advanced company search and see if I can put in the company number. And I think this is reject the cookies. Hide this message. Get out of it. Now I'm trying to find, why can't you just look up company's details? Easy peasy. Okay, company name, search, Gain Limited. And that there is a beautiful example of how they do this. Now, they've even got the address. So this Gain Limited isn't the same name, and this could be a genuine company and have no association with the other one that's called Gains Online. But let's have a look. Maybe Susie can have a look at that as well. But Gain Limited. Now, if you follow where that comes from, minute of your feelings, downplay your emotions, aided more. Right, we're just going to put that in there. So what have we got here? Dissolve and struck off. So it looks like even though this number here, Gains Limited, so this is what they do. They find legitimate company, theoretically, just so it might be, with the same number. It's got a similar name, but not the same. That's what I'm seeing here. And then you can see it's been dissolved via voluntary strike off back in 2019. So technically speaking, you could go to the people here and we could find these people here. And also, they've also picked the address there, which I believe is the same address that is on this website. Get out of it. Okay, so where did we get up to? We're down here somewhere. There's an address here somewhere, maybe on the Contact Us page. And there's the address. So they are claiming it's exactly the same address. But if you but if you type that address into Google, you get a residential house like that. So look, I don't think we need a rocket science degree to know that this company isn't the same company that's in the company office, and going by their company letter, it's been struck off and it's not even the same name. So it's just bullshit. Is that right? I was making a connection between narcissists and scammers. Yes. Yep, I get you. And honestly, it's just unreal what's happening at the moment with these scammers. But we have been listening to Megan and Regan. They've got this guy that they're playing a recording. They've got 282 people. They used to have 1,000 people in their Zoom meeting, and their scam's about to fall over. And we listen to these techniques that they use to gaslight people, and it just absolutely pisses me off. So if we went back to over here, and I'm not even going to play this, but this is Megan and Regan trying to gaslight people into thinking that they can get a company off the ground, and they're forcing people to pay $25. Um, and you can come in here and you can't chat, you can't put your hand up, you can't turn your camera on. All you can do is listen to these people who are running these meetings and gaslighting people. And these are truly narcissistic people. And then they've got all these people so the chat room is shut right down, right? You can only talk to Legend, and the only people that can message in here are the moderators. So all the moderators are posting these amazing messages saying that this is amazing, but they're all hoping to get on the payroll and make money. So these type of people are narcissistic because they're evil mofos, and they use this sort of jargon to just be horrible. So, but the one that we don't normally cover are these human trafficking compounds that are running these scams from Myanmar and other places on the world. And these are not narcissistic people really, but these are people that answered a job advert, got on an airplane, went to places like Thailand or Myanmar or the Philippines or where else do they have them? Thailand, even United Arab, whatever it is. And they get their passport taken off them at the airport. And then they get to the place where they thought they were going to be working. They tell them that the free flights they just got are now they're in debt to the company. They force them to literally make $50,000 a month. And if they don't, they get tortured. Now, on my hard drive right here, or on a Google Drive, the United Nations, a lady who was talking to the United Nations, shared over 200 videos of these people getting tortured. So even though I might go back to Anesthesia, whatever her name is, Sarah, and give her a hard time thinking I'm getting to a scammer, she's probably not a scammer. She's more of a victim. Or she's finally given in and realized this is my life, and they give me incentives. The more money I make for the company, the better lifestyle I'll have while I'm enslaved inside a human trafficking compound. So I don't really want to ring her up and abuse the fuck out of her, excuse my French, because I'm not really doing any good. Either she's in on the game. So I try to save these people. I try to say, drop me subtle hints to whereabouts in the world you are. But at the end of the day, it's pretty disgusting. So this is what we call a romance scam. And this one here is an investment scam. So they use these websites. Now, I've done reviews like this on websites before, and then I found the same website 5 times on the internet. just with different branding. And I'm no doubt that once they see my video, they'll take that video down, or I'll get somebody commenting on my video telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. And that will be the scammer. So let's listen to what I've written about this so far. And I just want you guys not to look at a website and go, ooh, I'll ask Danny. I want you just to identify whether something is a scam by using some basic rules. I've just showed you a few, but let's see what I said about it.
You'd think in 2025, with all the collapses we've seen, people would finally stop falling for instant withdrawal crypto trading websites. But no, here comes gainsonline.org, another shiny scam that promises guaranteed profits, zero risk, and a fast track to financial freedom. And just like all the rest, it's fake, unregulated, and dangerous. My name is Danny D. Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and I've made it my mission to expose platforms like this before they steal another cent from hardworking people. So let's break this one down.
Right, you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Gainsonline.org claims to be a professional investment corporation involved in cryptocurrency trading, mining, forks, and even mineral mining. They say they've been around since 2017, but their own website is only copyrighted since 2023. That's your first red flag, and trust me, there are plenty more.
Yeah, so did you pick up on that one? It was pretty interesting, actually, wasn't it? I'm just going to put my advertising online there. I think we've got enough advertising there. I think we got it all. Yeah, so there you go. You look at the website. It's not rocket science, but we go to the website and we just simply have a look at their logo that's at the top of the website, and it says established in 2017. We just got a like-minded company. The meeting has been ended by the host. So that's Megan and Regan out of there. We're just going to hit refresh over here in another browser just in case they decide to reboot the meeting. But there you go. So she just gaslighted people with a video. Ah, interesting. It wants me to click a button. Hold it 1 second, please, caller. MCAR. Right. Just in case that meeting boots up again. Anyway, yeah, so as we saw, the company's registered from 2017, got struck off a like-minded company called Gains Limited with the same company number. But down the bottom of the website, you can go down to the very bottom and it will tell you that the copyright was 2023. Now, that tells me that this has probably been going for a couple of years. Somebody will be using this. Somebody today, Sarah was the password. She told me to sign up and create an account. And then I've got we reply immediately over here in the chat box behind my head. And now I've got a place where I can look at my money thinking it's real. Now, what they normally do is they let you deposit a little bit of money and then they let you take out a little bit of money. And that builds you, then you'll go, oh my God, that's great. Or what they normally do is they ask you to download a wallet from the Google Play Store that you will not normally find in the Apple App Store, because the Apple App Store is more strenuous about having their apps. Well, they were. But in the last couple of 3 weeks, we've found 3 scam companies have actually managed to get their apps in the Apple App Store, which is disgusting because Apple used to be bulletproof. Now I can know of 3 known scams that I know have got apps. So what I'm saying is all these things are traces. That if you know when you're smelling around, you're thinking, do I smell something bad? Well, this is the farty smell that these scams get out when I look at them. So that's the first thing we looked at. So let's go to the next one. Does this sound too good to be true?
They offer up to 10% ROI in just 16 days, promising guaranteed weekly income across 4 suspiciously high-yield plans. This alone is enough to label the site as a Ponzi-style scheme. Legitimate investment platforms do not, and legally cannot, promise guaranteed returns in this way, let alone returns that wildly outpace even the most volatile markets.
Now, ChatGPT has actually written that for me, but I did not know that it was actually illegal to advertise in that manner. Whether that's true, I'm not entirely sure, and whether it's true in your country, I'm not entirely sure. However, anything that offers you 10% return in 16 days is literally going to use the money that you deposited to pay you that 10%. And then they're hoping that you're going to think, I have found a way to make some serious money, and you'll dump more money into it. So don't be fooled. But the person that did that, now I got a phone call from a guy the other day. In fact, this person went along to my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee website and they paid me $200 out of surprise. And I thought, oh my goodness, somebody's just gave me $200. What do they want me to do? I thought. But if you go to my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee account, you will see that I provide a little wee service. And you go to extras, and in here, you can actually buy an express chat. So this person decided to not pay me the $50 recommending if you want to talk to me about something, but they pay me $200. And I thought, wow, I just made $200. 1.5 hours later, I was still chatting to the guy. I got Crypto G, and we also got Susie in here helping the guy. He had dumped 300, him and his mate has actually dumped $325,000 into the very similar opportunities. And now we're trying to help him track his crypto. He also said in one breath that he was going to get somebody in Russia to help him develop a program so he could dump $5 million down. He had to put $100,000 into this platform and leave it for 12 months, thinking that he could look at this back end office for 12 months with peace of mind that this was real, true, and genuine. And I thought, what planet are you on? He had put $100,000 into one scam, and his two mates had put another $100,000 each, so that's $300,000. And then he had a second opportunity he wanted me to look at. And then I thought, after that, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up a service where you can actually get me and sponsor me to do a review on a website. So I've called it Investment Review and Scam Exposure. Here, if you want me to do a review like I'm doing on this website here, then I will create a blog and I'll do a video. Now, I haven't been sponsored for this video. Feel free to reach out, give me a super chat, give me a like, give me a cup of coffee, throw money at me. I'm quite happy about that. I'm not trying to make money out of scams. I'm trying to make a living out of doing this full time. Now, if I suddenly get extremely rich out of this and I am a multimillionaire because my YouTube channel takes off and I get to be like a one of those amazing YouTubers, I probably won't tell you if I'm a millionaire, but there will be signs. But I don't make much money from this, but any support along the way is muchly appreciated. But my motive is to warn mum and dad investors, and I like doing what I do, and I think I'm pretty good at it. So here, I've wrote this blog. Now, this blog will be found by somebody who gets approached by somebody in a human trafficking compound, and they will send them their affiliate link, and they'll ask them to sign up. And they might think, oh, that sounds too good to be true. No, it sounds good. And they won't do the due diligence. Now, what I'm hoping that this person does is they go and search for this name of this website. And before they register like I have, and they find my blog. And that's what I'm doing these reviews for. So let's have a look at the frequently asked question
The
page.
frequently asked questions page, it only has 4 questions, and none of them explain how the business actually operates. Instead, they push the idea of unlimited deposits, highlight their referral program, and dangle the carrot of best interest rates, again, without any proof.
Right, so there you go. Go to the frequently asked questions page, and if they've got less than 4 questions, you need a few questions if you're going to be dealing with a financial company. Just saying.
Let's talk about that referral program. Up to 20% commissions just for recruiting others. That's textbook pyramid model. No real trading platform needs aggressive recruiting to survive, but Ponzi schemes do.
G'day guys, look at the chat room. She's firing off on all cylinders today. We've got 11 people online, well done. And we've got Jelly Snack, Susie, Bob, and our new lady, well, I'm calling new lady, Trauma to Happiness. Now, I did check out your YouTube channel, and you're a YouTuber, which is really, really awesome. So do check out, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I can't help myself. But let's have a look. YouTube channel. There we go. So one of our person in the chat room is Trauma to Happiness. Now, I was going to ask you when I saw your YouTube channel, good on you for doing a YouTube channel, whether you have anything to do with EFT training. Because I used to know a lady who used to do that for a living. Because I used to own a business networking company and used to get a lot of small to medium-sized businesses coming along. So do check out this channel. Have a look. If you've got trauma that you're trying to overcome, I like to support my Avengers where I can. So that was pretty cool. All right, the next thing is, how about the address?
Now, about their company registration. They display a UK company certificate, company number 10,597,879, claiming their office is at 61 Linden Road, Bramham, Wetherby, England. We haven't even checked yet, but I'd bet my morning coffee it's a rented office or mailbox with zero real presence. Scammers love using UK registrations because they're cheap and make them look legitimate to unsuspecting investors.
Yeah, we even got worse than that. I haven't even had my morning cup of coffee, but now I'm looking at a residential address. And before I did the video, I didn't bother to have a look. But would you, if you've just, let's just say you loaded $100,000 into this company and then you go and check out their residential address and you turn up at this complex that looks like state housing, it might even be that place there with a unkept garden. How would you feel? Shocking, shocking, shocking. So let's carry on. Let's see this one. Let's have a look at anesthesia.
And then there's Anesthesia Sarah,
Anesthesia.
someone who messaged one of my Avenger contacts from a +1 249 536 1049 number, pretending to be based in the US. She says she doesn't promote any platform besides Gains Online, but if you look at the chat screenshots we've included, it's clear she's either reading from a script or doesn't understand basic context. Whether she's a low-level scam agent or someone trafficked into a crypto compound overseas, one thing is certain, she's part of the sales funnel for this shady website.
Alrighty, so let's give her another ring. Hopefully she'll answer now. Because if she doesn't answer before this live is over, I'm going to send her the link to the blog and see if I get a response. I just need to bring it up on another screen because I want to see if she's wrote back to me. It's unusual that because I've rung these people quite a few times, but she's actually ghosted me. Now, I don't hide who I am when I'm messaging with these people. I know it's more fun if you do, but I don't. I go in there like a ball of china shop, and if they do a search of my phone number like I did on theirs, they will find that I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam, and then they'll run away. And that could have actually happened here. But normally we'll find, Bob, can you ring this lady as well? You've got her phone number. So, Bob, why don't you ring it? I'll just get her phone number for Bob, just in case he's lost it. Bob, and if you get on the phone call with her, so Bob, ring her. Ring. How do we spell ring? Ring her. Now, boom, there you go. Scam advisor check. Yeah, we did that one, Bob. You're getting good at this. All right, so Bob's brought up another one. I love this scam advisor check. I think they had a rating of 1 when I looked at it, which is freaking just amazing. Imagine having a rating of 1. Let's see what it is. Are you ready? Trust score. It was 1. What 1? 2, 1. Ah, excellent. So isn't that amazing? Very rarely do we get one that's so bad. And the other one that I do is I go to Gasline. What I've been doing lately is I go to Trustpilot, Trustpilot. Get distracted now. Trustpilot. Pilot? Oh God, now I've got something that's close to Trustpilot. Here we go. Okay, so I go to Trustpilot, and I'm getting clever at doing these reviews. So you put the domain name in there and you press enter, right? And then you can see, I think I'm already logged in, and it doesn't have any reviews. So now what I do is I go back to, and if you're not using ChatGPT to inch of its life, trust me, it's been a godsend for me. So I go to ChatGPT, I go to all there, and I go, could you please write me a review for Trustpilot? Okay, so right, so just go in there, and it uses the thread and all the information I've used to actually build this YouTube description, my blog, and now it's come out with the thing. Now, funny enough, you might not believe this, but Trustpilot doesn't always let me write a review. And 2 hours later, it will probably come back and go, "Oh, our system noticed that you aren't a real and true and genuine person." And you go, okay, and we're not going to allow the review. It's as silly as that sounds. And also, because I haven't used their services, I can't normally write a review. But anyway, some of them do get through because now I'm training ChatGPT to write more subtle reviews to get past their filtration system. So this is what we've written about them.
I signed up to gainsonline.org after being contacted by someone promoting it as a legitimate crypto investment opportunity. The website looks professional, but don't be fooled. This is a textbook Ponzi-style scam. They promise 2.5% to 10% ROI within days, offer referral commissions up to 20%, and claim to be licensed in the UK, yet no such company exists under the registration number they display. Their certificate appears to be fake, their chat support doesn't respond, and the terms and conditions include alarming disclaimers like "we are not a bank, not insured, not regulated." They even instruct users not to post negative reviews publicly, which is a huge red flag. The person who referred me uses a US number but likely isn't in the US at all, and based on the interaction, may be a victim themselves working under duress. This operation may be connected to human trafficking or cyber scam compounds. Do not invest. This is not a real trading platform. It's one of thousands of scam sites trying to steal your money under the guise of crypto investing. If you've already signed up, report it to your local authorities immediately.
All right, so now that will probably get stripped out by Trustpilot, which is ridiculous, really, isn't it? But well, let's see if it stays. Please write me an email to, and then put the address, we want to ask them if they have a representative that would be able to come on my YouTube channel and discuss some red flags that we have about their company. Uh, Tell them I'm an investigative journalist and give them a little bit of bio about myself. So, like with the aid of AI, I can be more productive. So in the background, I've got invitation to discuss on YouTube. So I'm just going to post that. And then I go, this is the letter that I'll send them right now. And this is what
Dear
we've got.
GainsOnline.org team, my name is Danny D. Heck, and I am an investigative journalist and content creator based in New Zealand. I run a
Hello there.
YouTube channel called the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, where I expose fraudulent investment schemes and educate the public about crypto-related scams and high-risk platforms. Over the past few weeks, my team and I have been reviewing GainsOnline.org and have identified several potential red flags that we believe warrant clarification. These include unverified claims of UK company registration, unrealistic return on investment promises up to 10% in 16 days, referral commissions of up to 20%, which resemble pyramid-style compensation, contradictory or misleading legal disclaimers in your terms and conditions, no evidence of actual trading activity or financial transparency. We are currently preparing a live stream to discuss these issues with our audience. In the interest of fairness and transparency, I would like to offer your team the opportunity to respond directly and present your side of the story. Would you be willing to nominate a representative from GainsOnline.org to join me for a recorded discussion on my channel? We can schedule the conversation at a time that works best for you. The purpose of the interview would be to allow your company to explain how the platform operates, address public concerns, and respond to criticism in a respectful, open forum. I believe that giving both sides a voice is essential in today's digital landscape, and this would be a chance to bring clarity to those who are currently unsure about the legitimacy of your platform. Please let me know if this is something your team would be open to. I look forward to your response. Kind regards, Danny D. Heck, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, www.deheck.com, New Zealand, +64 21 961 652.
Yeah, so this is funny. So, as I was just saying, when so I've sent that email off. Often the email addresses bounces, but here's I've just done one of these previously about another company called I can't even think of the name of the company, and it's telling me that my review that I did earlier didn't make it. So now I'm going to actually, here it is. Um, I just got an email back from Trustpilot. Could you please redo the review to meet their criteria? Right, so now I'll show you what's happening because this is actually all relevant to what we're doing here. We're fighting scams. There's a company out here called, uh, so if I go to Trustpilot and I search for the company, I don't even know how to pronounce the word, but let's have a go.
Mascoral.com.
Mascoral.com. I think that's wrong. Actually, I don't even think that's correct. Oh, it is correct. So you can see here that I wrote this review and their system has removed the review I've done for, and it's a massive scam. All right, so I'm just going to show you, and it's all connected to Millionaire Mindset, and in here they're actually selling memberships where you can recruit people and have a membership database, and it's just ridiculous. And it's meant to be a financial company, and it's just a veneer. So it's all bullshit. So anyway, I've wrote this review, and you can see 4 hours ago, it got removed. Now, I was sitting on the loo this morning thinking, what should I do? And I wrote this review and published it. And within a few minutes, it gets removed. So there, when I go back to ChatGPT, um, I've asked it to rewrite the review to be more lenient, well, not so direct. So let's see what happens.
Overpromised, underdelivered, disappointing and suspicious. Review. I joined Moscow after being invited to a business opportunity call and registering on their website. What I found was highly concerning. The platform charges upfront fees for basic or enterprise memberships. But once inside, there was no real product or functional software to use. The website advertised tools to help entrepreneurs run a membership business, but I didn't receive access to anything meaningful beyond a back office and vague instructions. The majority of the content focuses on recruiting others into the same program rather than delivering any tangible services or value. All payments are made in cryptocurrency, which immediately raised a red flag for me since it offers no way to recover funds if things go wrong. The compensation structure is heavily focused on recruitment commissions, and the language used during onboarding calls sounded more like a get-rich-quick pitch than a legitimate business solution. I ultimately decided not to continue, and have concerns about the legitimacy of the offering. I recommend extreme caution before paying for any form of membership on this site.
So that is a absolutely lie, because I haven't signed up, just so you know. But obviously ChatGPT is clever enough to know that I need to meet the criteria. So it's telling us that I'm a customer of theirs. Quite clever. But that's why I like ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so if you can't write a review on a review website trying to warn people that it's a scam and put your name on it and give them full transparency who you are, it's getting ridiculous out there. So the world is actually set up more for scammers to thrive than it is for people like me to, get them there. What are you chucking in here, Bob? What have we got here? This site is maintained for best of blah. What's that one there, Bob? Telegram? What's that? Look at this one here. They haven't even spelt Telegram right. This is a website. I don't know why I'm looking at this, but Telegram isn't spelt right. Even I know that's not spelt right. So now we've gone to WhatsApp. There's just so many scams out there. It's just getting ridiculous. Who's that WhatsApp phone number? Can we hello? I just like this. I want to see if we can do something here. I want to see if we can ring it. If it rings, will be good. All right, so let's see what we can do here, because I'm actually no answer. So we're going to go back. So I've just gone to a another one. I'm going to see if I can ring up this scam. I don't know what this is. Let's see if they answer. But somebody's just sent me this in the chat room. It's Bob, I think it is. Let's see if they answer and see if we can talk to another scammer. We'll have a listen. No answer. They turned the phone off. Where is my phone gone for this? There it is. Let's see. We go phone. Let's go back to that. Hold up. We've got problems here. Using. Wait a second. Oh, there it goes. Screen. NLT local screen capturing on. Why is that not working? I'll just see if we can get that going off and on. Off, on. Hi. No, I'm going to ring them up. They're chit-chatting to me. Oh, g'day. How you doing? Are you there? Oh, I'd like to know more about the opportunity. Hold on. I need to get this on the screen. Bit of a laugh. Let's see if I can do it. Why won't it be on the screen, Danny? Oh, I know why. It's got to be over there. Is that working? No. Oh, here you are, mate. G'day. How you going, mate? Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'll ring him again. So who is that person I'm chatting to? Hello? Hi, how you doing? Are you there? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? I'm interested in investing in the opportunity. I'm just wondering if you could tell me more about it. You don't seem to want to talk to me. Is that because you're not who you say you are or something? I'm a bit suspicious now. Can you help me? Hello? Hello? Oh dear. It doesn't want to talk to me. Where you from, mate? Are you there? I can see you listening to me, but I just wondered if you're actually real. I'd love to talk to somebody from your company, but I don't know um, how to do that. How do I have a conversation with you? Why isn't this working? Do you know how to fix computers? Are you there? Yeah, I know you're listening to me. I'm just wondering why you're not talking to me. Um, well, if you want to talk to me, that'd be really nice. If you don't want to talk to me, that's really sad. I get sad and lonely sometimes. I'll just see if I can get this broadcast thing working. I'm trying to share my screen. What's that? There we go. In a tree training. Anyway, something is not going quite right there. But anyway, mate, if you want to talk to me, he's on the line at the moment. Listen to what I'm saying. I can send you a link if you like, and I can tell you where we are. Does that help you? I could do that. I'll send you a link, and you can see who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish. I'll give you a link to our meeting that we're having at the moment. I'm just going to get rid of that box off the top. For some reason, my box ain't working. Let's go. Yeah, cool on you. He's gone now. That was really weird. So we're going to copy. There we go. Now, anyway, to get distracted. So where were we? We were looking at. So we've rung up that lady. We know she's probably in a human trafficking compound, and now we've found another person to harass, which is great.
Here's where it gets even sketchier. They claim to operate on over 50 market destinations worldwide, executing more than 1.4 million trades a day, and handling a full suite of financial services, from stocks to agriculture to healthcare, all without a shred of documentation, licensing, or regulation. It's pure fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to use your brain, don't you? So if some companies say that, I mean, it does upset me that people why does it not want to work this thing? I'm so pissed off. I spent all this time getting this ready before today, and now the stupid thing won't work. And I'm trying to figure out why oh, there it is there. Okay, so that's working. Okay, so now I just need to make it bigger, I suppose. Oh, that kind of works. Doesn't really make sense. I see. So I'm moving that around. Oh, that will do for now. And I'll just see if I can zoom to the... No, that's not going to work. Add the green screen. No, that's not going to work. Include desktop. Ah, that's better. Rightio, now let's get this here. So I'm going to ring up this lady again, and then we can have a bit of fun. So let's see. We'll ring her up one more time. So sorry about the break. I'm trying to get her... No, God, something's not right. I promise you talk to me. Okay, maybe I could do that. No, that's not going to work either. Oh, well, I'm stuck here with her on the screen right there. I don't want you there, lady. Okay. So I'm actually going to send her the link to this and see how she likes that. So let's go to her. I'm going to go, is this you? And then I'm going to go paste. So now what we've got is we've got the lady, and I've just sent her the post to this live that we're doing at the moment. So we'll carry on reading as we do, and we'll see what else we can learn. 'Cause I'm trying to give you all the red flags you can look out for when you see an investment opportunity you think might be good. Bob, stop sending me stuff. It's distracting.
Even their trading stats are laughable. Crypto portfolio, 100% commodity portfolio, 98% stock portfolio, 93%. What do these numbers even mean? No performance charts, no trade records, just made up percentages to impress the untrained eye.
Yeah. So there you go. So they can say what they like if you want to believe
If
it.
you're reading this blog and thinking, but the website looks professional, that's exactly the trap. Scam templates like this are mass-produced. There are tens of thousands of them online right now. Some collapse in weeks, some survive longer, but they always follow the same playbook: fake credentials, high returns, referral-based growth, and exit scams.
Yep, they do. And it's not rocket science. Hey, can you find that lady's number, Bob? Bob, or Susie? We actually did get into her click here things. Fund me. What's she got going? I want to ring up this lady. Have you got her name? Just opening up all her fund me's. Let's see if we can find this lady's phone number, and we'll give her a ring instead. She'll be more exciting. I'll just do a quick search. Make money online. 17 years experience. My name is... So you can see what I've done here. I've just literally gone bang and searched, just grabbed some text and then tried to find other places. I think that's I think that actually might be her there, to be honest. And we're looking for a WhatsApp. So now we've
Hello,
just...
everyone. Good evening. Cassandra Good coming to you live from my home office here in Albany, Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen,
So here's I'm just getting distracted here, but you'll just have to get used to that. So this lady here, which we've found out is promoting Megan and Regan. She's got a website set up. She's got Facebook, she's got Instagram, she's got Twitter, and she's got LinkedIn. So we could open all those and go to all those. We could, business inquiry, she's got an email address called Cash Beyond. So I can now search for that, and there's a phone number right there. So now we've got that phone number, which you will move off the screen. We will now put that phone number in here, and I will familiarize myself with her name.
Hello, everyone. Cassandra Good reporting to you live from my home.
Hello, Cassandra. So now I'm going to go into here, and we're going to ring up Cassandra, and it works. And we're going to say, this is Cassandra. Let's see what happens, eh?
State your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
My name's Bob. We're ringing up Cassandra. Come on, Cassandra. You know you want to. Yeah. I have to do some other work here. Cassandra, come on.
Driver you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
G'day, Cassandra. My name's Bob. I'm interested in learning more about VYV, and I've come across your website. Is it possible for you to give me a ring back on this number? Thank you. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to actually try that again in a second, because it'll be fun. We're just going to put her name somewhere I can grab it, so I can bring it up on the screen. And I don't even know that was Cassandra, but I think pretty sure it was. We'll just have a wee look here. Phone number +1. Don't say it out loud, Danny. I'll get done for doxing. Doxing. Is that what they call it? I think it is. 4890114. And also we'll want to go back and grab her email. And she had 2 emails, didn't she, that we saw on her
Hello,
videos?
everyone. Good evening, Cassandra.
So done. Okay, Cassandra there, and we've got 2 email addresses and email. All right, so that means when I ring her up now, we should actually have a way of doing that. Okay, so now I just need to find her number again, and we're going to call her again, and we'll see what happens. Call. There we go. Now I can bring up her phone without displaying her telephone number.
Okay. State your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
This is Bob.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
G'day, this is Bob. I'm really interested in getting involved with VYB. Is it possible for you to give me a ring back on my number? I have WhatsApp. It's +642196165 Have a great day, Cassandra. Sorry, I'm not very good at spelling. Okay. Now, like if I was to start researching this lady, we'll just get rid of this thing off the air. I would literally go to her YouTube channel, and I would literally go down and see 2 years ago she was promoting everything here that 3 years ago. So let's just go back to 2 years ago, and I'll just highlight all the titles of all the videos that she's been promoting. Copy, and then I was going to say we are going to do a blog on this lady and all the Ponzi schemes and scams that she has promoted. Below is a list of titles from her YouTube channel. Can you please start building a knowledge base on her? Boom. And then I'll go back and get the rest. So I go down to here, and I know not to go back to 4 years, 5 years. So she's just a network marketing queen, this lady. Going back 5 years, direct mail. Oh my goodness. So no doubt this lady is a seasoned 7 years. 7 years. I would be deleting my YouTube videos. Coins. 8 years. I don't know if I can go back that far, but I can go back that far, but whether I wanna see if I can get 8 years. So she's in the swing of it, this lady, isn't she? 8 years ago. I just want to go to 9 years. 13. Oh, well, there's the whole lot. So I might be able to grab the whole lot. So I just grab all those there, and I go up to 2 years because that's where we got to. 5 years. Oh, it might be too many now. 4 years. 2 years. 2 years. 3 years. There we go. So that's enough. Hopefully I can fit that in ChatGPT, and then just go paste. Ooh, yay! All right. So now it will give me a list of all the opportunities that Cassandra has decided to promote since she's been doing network marketing. She's going to call herself a network marketer. And now it's going to bring up all the different major scams. Live good. Success, 30-day success formula. You know, like here's all the opportunities she's promoted, and here's what happened to them. Flagged by SEC as a Ponzi scheme. You know, cryptos. I mean, you know, and actually, what I'm going to do is red flags, is we're going to keep investigating here. But let's just finish off this one here so I can potentially cut this off as a scam. So would you invest in this one here? I would say no. But let's just have a quick listen to the why
So
not.
what's the truth behind gainsonline.org? It's not a trading firm. It's not licensed, and it's not safe. It's just another cookie-cutter scam trying to lure people into sending crypto or fiat to a faceless account in exchange for passive income that never materializes. If you've already invested, I recommend gathering your transaction records and reporting the site to the UK FCA, Action Fraud, and your local cybercrime unit. And if you're thinking about investing, don't.
Yeah, so in here you'll see the whole correspondence that we've had with the lady, and just for shits and giggles, we'll have one more opportunity of ringing her up and see if she answers, because she's now ghosted me. I'm going to do a video call instead, and we'll see whether she picks up the phone. So if I click that button there, you should see me. That's me. Hello, hello, hello. And look, I can even get really high tech and put my phone over here. Look at that. Now you can see me standing at my desk. That's how I roll. Now, don't think they're going to answer me. It's very sad. But that's how we roll. You can answer me. Hello, how are you? No. Hey, and while that's ringing, I'm going to show you my office and my new computer. This is my new MacBook. Isn't it beautiful? Whoops, bit crackly. And this is the office. So if I hold it that way, it won't help you guys. But that's how the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger rolls. And I've just got all my hard drives all set up over here. 40 terabytes of space we can save. I've only got one light at the moment because somebody else has borrowed my other light and my lantern light. And I have a picktop. I have a computer down there, and that's my fancy thing. Whoops, she's gone. And so have you. All right, so that's basically that scam, really. All right, so if you are thinking about investing in that company and you found this video, hopefully I've saved you. And if you want to support me, you can do a couple of things. You can report your scam. So if you've been, how do I say, if you have been scammed, don't just keep it to yourself. It's not something to be shameful about. It's something that you can actually do good with. You can go to your local police station and report, because then they have to report it to somebody, and then eventually it gives more awareness about actually what happened. But as you can see, that scammer now, who's given me that affiliate link that you can see there, has now cleared off. And they were either an affiliate, which I doubt very much, or they were the people running it. And it's just a joke. So don't even think for a minute that these are real ways to make up money, because you'll just lose the lot. But that's basically that scam in a nutshell. So what I'm going to do is I am waiting for that to update itself. We are going to find the download. Where we got movie application. Why is it so hard some days? Boom. So this was the thumbnail. And this was me with my finger going like that. Do you like my bright red, bright shirt? It's pretty cool. And so an anesthesia, Sarah, which is a really weird name, won't be a real person. We couldn't find any images of her. In fact, the whole company was a sham. So I hope this video has been useful to you if you're worth finding that out. But now we're going to have a little bit of fun and we're going to do some other stuff. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to finish this video off in case I chop it up. It says, my name is Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Now, thanks for subscribing and thanks for being here with me today. And thanks for the help for those in the chat room when we recorded this session live. And we'll see you in our next video.